Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. I would to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It is great to see you all. My name is Maulana Iqbal Firmansyah. My ID number is K100200192. The purpose of my presentation is drugstore management. Introduction. After attaining the required qualification as well as experience of running a drugstore, the pharmacist having a aptitude for business and also willing to invest money has to take one more step, namely to select a suitable location for starting his own drugstore. Drugstore can be either in rural or small town or in urban, big town or cities. Rural or small town. It is possible to run a new drugstore in a rural area with limited financial resources. These days, the nationalized and cooperative bank provide incentives in the form of soft loan for purchasing the inventories for drugstore. In rural area, the ideal site for drugstore is in market, mostly near clinics or physician. Apart from that, the buying capacity of people should be studied. It is necessary to find out whether the potential customer will be in position to pay cash for their purchase. Otherwise, the pharmacy should be prepared for give credit facilities to some of them. The ideal location for starting drugstore includes to rural area approximately near petrol pump, railway station or bus stand. Urban or big cities or towns. A lot of investment is required for starting a drugstore in big towns. Factors like nature of community residing there, probable number of customers, their buying capacity may be considered while selecting a suitable site for opening a drugstore in big towns. The site for a drugstore. 1. Business locality. It is preferable to open drugstore in a business locality because the number of people visiting such locality is quite large. If the drugstore has good look, it can attract a good number of consumers. However, the main problem in opening drugstore in such location is huge investment is needed because of huge rent and exorbitant land prices. 2. Thickly populated residential areas. Such type of area is always preferable since people may prefer to buy medicines during their evening walk. 3. Developing areas. Nowadays in big city, new localities are coming up very fast. It is therefore an ideal place to start new drugstore because there is no problem of competition. The drugstore will be able to meet the need of its consumer by giving them all types of facilities. 4. Hospitals. If hospital of nursing home does not have in its our drugstore and physician have a good practice and is an ideal location to open a drugstore nearby. 5. Flow of traffic. Avoid location a traffic signal because a shop in the vicinity of traffic signal has to face parking problem for cars and motorbikes. Usually, a road having one-way traffic may be avoided. A shop located on the side of the road, which takes people to their home, has prospect of better sales, as people may buy medicine while returning to their home. Similarly, the road circles should be avoided as far as possible due to parking problems. 6. Parking. While selecting the location of drugstore in a busy shopping center, it must be seen that there is enough parking space outside the drugstore. In big cities, there are certain restricted areas where parking is not allowed to prevent obstruction in smooth traffic. Such areas are not ideal to start a drugstore. 7. Drugstore. As far as possible, there should not be any competitor already existing near the location of new drugstore. However, its sales potential is good even for another store that one can consider opening new one. 8. Near to hotel, school, cinema hall, and playground. These locations are not preferable for starting a drugstore because These locations are not preferable for starting a drugstore because potential customers are residing quiet away from school premises, playground, and hotels. If the site is near a restaurant, it may create problem of maintaining clean lines in the vicinity of the drugstore. In order to establish a new drugstore in metropolitan cities, the following additional factors are also be considered. 1. The site should be well connected with various modes of transport. 2. The site has good surroundings. There should not be congestion of traffic. 3. The essential services such as bank, post office, and warehouse must be available near the site. 4. The rules and regulations of municipal corporation or any other local authority does not come in the way of expansion of drugstore. Based on layout and design types of drugstore. 1. Traditional drugstore. These types of drugstore are designed in such a manner that the entire area of drugstore is exposed to customers. Such design has pleasing and professional appearance and is convenient for both worker and customer. It provides opportunity for maximum sales, but there are good sense of depth in such design. 2. Personal service drugstore. In this type of drugstore, the whole of the area is not exposed to the customer, but the customer is required to interact with the drugstore personnel at the service counter. During the purchasing process, the customer demands an article and the personnel provides the articles. This service and design facilitates maximum interaction between drugstore employee and the customers. The success of the drugstore depends upon the service provided by the employee and the friendly behavior with the customers. 3. Prescription-oriented drugstore. This type of drugstore provides a comfortable waiting room where the customer is expected to wait while his prescription is proceeding. In this type of design, health-related items, drugs, and prescription accessories are displayed in surrounding area where orthopedic and surgical appliances are kept in separate rooms. cosmetic, and gift are arranged in suitable area of store. 4. Pharmaceutical center. This type of center sell medicine, convenience article, orthopedic, and surgical appliance. The store service and floor space in properly decorated. 5. Super drugstore. Such type of drugstore have huge floor area ranging from 1,000 to 10,000 with square design. The customer has access to almost all the area in the drugstore and can inspect, handle, and select articles themselves. The sign in on self-service portion except for the prescription department where self-service is not possible. Legal aspect of drugstore. The following are some of the legal requirements to be fulfilled for opening a retail drug or wholesale drugstore. 1. Minimum qualification. 2. Minimum space. 3. Store arrangement. Document required to open a wholesale drugstore for new licensing. Attested copy of the experience certificate of minimum 4 years in sale or distribution of drugs after matriculation on salary basis, or attested copy of the experience certificate of minimum of 1 year in dealing with drugs after graduation in any disciple from a recognized university of salary basis. Thank you very much for your great attention. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.